Hello there, it's Orc Tim again, and we're doing another game review. This game is generally quite old. I think I bought this about 8-10 years ago. And I thought to bring this back out and have another go and play it again, but I thought to do a review on it as well. And the game is Deadlight. I picked this game up on a whim. I was in games or something like that, and it looked interesting. I read the back of the book, the game itself, and I liked the artwork, and I liked the look of it. So, and it was really cheap, so I gave it a try. And the great thing is, I did enjoy this game. I would say this game is a very small indie game. Nothing. It's not like a big die-hard game, and I would say this is the best thing in the world. Go out and buy it, but it has some nice mechanics and some unusual gameplay as well. I think that this game out here, it is another post-apocalyptic zombie game. The difference between this one and a lot of other, generally other games I play, is a 2D game. Firstly, you play the game, you're looking sideways on. So firstly, you generally, like how I am, you see the side, but they do turn around, but it's generally that how it is. It's I would say puzzle and platforming game with some action, because there are some weapons in there to kill zombies and humans as well. It's not a difficult game to get the grasp of it. When you play it for about 10 minutes, you understand what you're doing quite easily. You generally, when you do play a game, you go straight. You don't generally go backwards. When you get to certain points, you can't even get over an objective or object or something like that. So firstly, the whole point game, you go straight on. Like most platform games, like Crash Bandicoot, you go forward. You don't generally go backwards. So you follow the main character. I completely forgot his name. I think this is Mr. Wilson or Wilkinson, but I generally forgot. That's bad, I know. And how the game starts is you go out trying to find another survivor in your group. Realise she's bitten to bits, and before she dies, you shoot her in the head, take her misery, and then some other survivors that in your group comes up to you and going, "Why you shoot her?" And you explain to her she's bitten everywhere. And when you hurry explain that, zombies come forward and start banging into the warehouse you are, and you realise you all need to escape before you get swamped. You see a ladder in the corner. Everybody goes climb up there, and before you climb, the ladder breaks. And so you say to your other companions or survivors, go to the safe area we'll be heading to, and I'll meet you there. And firstly, you have to find a way to get out the warehouse area and go towards where the safe area you're heading to. Sadly, nothing doesn't happen. If something goes wrong, like most games, it's not as easy what they're planned out. So you have some twists in the way. I said this is quite a platformer game, so there are a lot of climbing, jumping. Best way to describe it, if someone does what he does, I would say very parkour. I mean, climbing over buildings and rooftops and so on and so forth, going through sewers, motorways, and so on and so forth. I really do like the mechanics behind this. Sometimes you have to pay attention because you can find secret areas if you're not looking where you're going. Even as a 2D game, you can miss stuff quite well if you're not used to it. I nearly did one thing, but I took a second look before falling down, because if I did fall down, I could not get back up. And lucky enough, I did, jumped it, got a secret area quite well, found it, and got it. So lucky enough, a couple items. Well, I said there are items in the game. It's not go to A to B and carry on going. There are things you can find like that, items, diary pages, and I think in each level there are like a little like old handheld games like from the 80s or 90s. You have like A and B, and you go to side side like leapfrogs or collect items or silly things like that. So that's just a nice little thing behind it. There are weapons in the game. You can find a revolver, a shotgun, pump-out shotgun, and an axe. You do lose the items throughout the game because certain things happen, and you find some more again. It's really mechanical. You need to find ammo. You can run out of ammo. They're not like millions of ammo clips around. You need to use your wits on you to think, okay, is it the best time to use it or not? Sometimes I realise, oh, if you find the right places, this person had ammo. If I knew that, I could use my gun a bit more, but realised that I didn't, but not necessary. You have a stamina bar and 3 health clicks or blobs. So you cannot improve them in any way at all. So you can generally die very quickly by falling down, getting eaten by zombies, traps, and other things. Your stamina bar is how far you can sprint, wield your axe when you're killing zombies, and also climbing, jumping. If that runs out in mid-jump or mid-climb, you will let go and fall to your death, so you need to watch your blue bar for stamina. So that's a nice little twist. It does tell you because it starts going a bit blurry and shaky, so you know when your guys to run out if you're not paying attention to the bar on your stamina bar. And also there are health packs throughout the game in certain points, so don't expect to find any until certain areas. I said this is a post-apocalyptic game. The weirdest thing is they don't call them zombies, they call them shadows. So they're not deadly, these zombies are on very small cores, but when you come across like 8 of them at once, you're dead. You die that quickly, and some points of the game you can't stand your position, you start killing them all, they just keep spawning over again, so you need to go and survive. I said this is a puzzle game, so there are things you need to work out, where's what, how to open that door, how to break something down, how to get something working, so on and so forth. So it's not as straightforward. Some of the puzzles can be a bit simple, but some can be quite difficult at the same time. It could be as simple as, okay, how am I going to do that? And then you realise, oh yeah, it's that simple, but you didn't thought about it because you died like 5 times over, like I have in someone. And if you did one silly mistake, you're dead and you start again. The save, there's not a save. You can't save the game, but lucky enough, there's a lot of when you get to a new area, it saves the game automatically. So it has a game save mechanics, generally really good. So you think you die, go, oh my god, I'm gonna be all the way back down there. No, not really. It saves you in a good position. That's what I do like about it. About that. It has 3 main, obviously, missions. Mission 1, 2, and 3. But I would say surprised, the game's a lot longer than I thought it was. I thought it was near the end of chapter 2, and I realised I was only 30% away from chapter 2, and I was like, oh, I have a lot longer to go. Okay, this is pretty good. Because generally, I thought I was got to the city, and I thought that was chapter 2. But I realised when you get into the sewers, more likely, that's chapters 2. So I was quite surprised how long the game is. Also, the game has another mode. It has a horde mode as well. So you go on that and you basically try to stay alive as long as possible. And I tell you right now, that is not easy. The longest that I generally have survived is about 2 minutes and 40 something seconds. And it's achievement if you last 13 minutes, you unlock achievement. And I'm looking at it, it's like, how can you? This is not easy. So if you want a challenge horde mode, this is one I would recommend because it's not easy. And you do look at it and go, wow, this is generally difficult. But generally it's nice to have something different, not just like for a very small indie game to have that. So I said, lucky enough, I think have not mentioned this, but going back on myself, when you find the items throughout the game, lucky enough, when you're into like a certain area, you can press, I think, the big button, I forgot, or the option button. When you click on it, it takes you to another screen, and it had like at the bottom like a clue marker or like a page mark saying how many diary pages and how many items you can find, so you can know how many are in this area you need to find. And also, when you go to select screen, it will tell you if you complete some areas in 100%. One area it has set, first chapter I 100% completed it, and found all the items. I think it counts that. So I will do another game play for this game because I do think this definitely for this game, me trying to describe to you, it doesn't show its credit, and I do recommend watching it to see what it's like, even just for 10 minutes. That's what I will say. To give it a look at. So the cons and pros about the game. And the good things about this game, it's a very unusual, different type of game to come across. Definitely a two-way platforming. If you like puzzles, if you like zombie games generally, and you like trying new ones because there's so many out there. And generally, if you like simple puzzle games or platform games, this is definitely up your alley. If you're more action-packed, gun-ho, this is definitely not your type, full stop. So this, to me, it's your taste of game, definitely when it comes to this. This is one of mine, so I do highly recommend, I do say it's good. Also, what's really good at the game is the tutorial system. It's really simple, but really nice. I like ones when you get to a certain area and goes, if you do this, press A to call the zombies forward. They do, they die, somehow they got executed. But it tells you at the right moment. Then, right at the beginning, it's like, oh, okay, learn to walk forward, learn to walk backwards. Okay, A to swing, B to block, and it goes on for the next half an hour. I hate games like that, and I think I'm not the only one, because sometimes you just want, I think I can work out myself, it's not that difficult, and generally you've just, let's say, play some RPG games, and you just wing it, but you can wing it quite well. I think I played another game not for a while and I winged it because he asked, oh, learn this stuff. I don't want to. And he's like, and I worked out stuff really quickly out here, and I'm playing it on very hard mode. So, I said I like the puzzles and the platform in the game. You can say, and the climbing mechanics, I said you can more call it part of core really. I do like that. It's really nice behind it. The survivor mode, little game mode with Fit is really nice, and it's a nice little extra things on it. You can look into the diary pages, read them, see what you collect as well. I like when you collect items, you can generally look at the items as well. I have played one or two games where when you collect items, you generally can't look at them. It's like, what's the point of that then? But that's just my opinion. They don't. So, and how easy it is to use weapons on it, and generally like it. And the character, and what I think is very strong, is the story behind it. It's a very simple story mode, but it's very strong. You do feel something for the character. Definitely at the end, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but at the end you do feel a little bit, and you feel, oh, whatever. I'm not going to spoil it, but you do feel shit. Okay, or it's good news. You've done this and this how. So you do feel something with this character. And then some games you don't give a rat's ass. The downfall of this game is you have to like it, like puzzles or platforming or something. If you hate something like this game's right in the bin. Don't even bother playing it. It's definitely you have to enjoy this something like this. It could be too simple for some people. That could be, I would say, the downfall. It hasn't got much action behind it, or anything unusual, like mechanics, like how to kill like special moves or find ways easier. But so I said the whole action pack, how simple it is, that could be any nobby's game, and not everyone could play. The camera angle, I can think some people will hate it, don't like games like that. I think I'll put that to the default part of it. And I would say generally that's really it. But for a game that's unusual, I picked up by luck and on the whim. It did really surprise me how much I did like this. I completed it in less than a week. I think less than 5 days. You can definitely complete this game in at least 2 to 3 days with ease. It's not that difficult. But if you like a nice simple game, you're definitely into zombie games, you want something cheap and easy that lasts 3 days, I bet you can pick this up on eBay for less than like 5 to 8 quid now. Why not? For picking up a cheap game, I do recommend it. So my footage of this game, I'll give this one is a good hard 6 out of 5. 6.5 out of 10. Out of doubt. It has some downfalls, how the game is generally, the camera angle, and generally you need to like games like this. I'll get something like that. How the game is, I would definitely knock 2 points out of it straight away, because you need to like something like that. And the other ones, it may be mechanics of the game, and it's not a long game as well. I would knock a couple, maybe another point, and so on and so forth. But generally, if you like this, and I do recommend watching my game footage of this, I do highly recommend it. And generally that is it. And so I hope you like this video, and please remember, like, subscribe and comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Many thanks.